Hey, what's up, everybody? Anthony Conklin coming to you live from not so sunny New York, but it's okay. It's August, and I think we need the rain. Guys, my name is Anthony Conklin. I am a motivational and transformational speaker. I spent 25 years in corporate America and 27 years, that's right, going on 27 years in the entertainment space. This live stream today is going to focus on you, the MC, you, the entertainer, you who have the microphone in their hands that needs to deliver and empower people to have a great time. You can find me at anthonyjconklin.com. I've been very, very blessed to be able to work with such organizations as the New York Yankees, the New York Knicks, actor Richard Gere. I've been very, very humbled to be able to work with Columbia University, and also had the opportunity to interview my mentor and my bucket list item, Mr. Tony Robbins. You can find that interview with me and Vicky Fitch, who's my business coach, and also Tony Robbins at YouTube. Do a search on Anthony Conklin and Tony Robbins, and you'll see it there. So I want to talk to you today about how to be a passionate MC. Now, for those of you who are new to the business, you'll get there, I promise you. MC means master of ceremony, and MC really is a person who coordinates an entire event, whether it be a musical event, whether it be a fundraiser, a gala, it could be a sales kickoff meeting, it could be a corporate event. But the person who has the microphone in their hand is the one that really steers and guides the entire event. I remember speaking for the very first time as an MC many, many years ago, and all I knew was reading from the script. That means here are my notes and I'm going to read. And I realized people kind of looked at me, and then I heard the crickets. I'm like, wow, I guess I didn't really do a good job other than reading what was off the script. Now, you can do that, but it doesn't, here goes my light, doesn't help you to be an empowered. Technical problem here, guys, but we're okay. All right. The best part about technology is things come off track. Okay, my light broke. That's okay. I'm good. Can you guys still see me okay? All right, good. All right, we're back. So we're here to talk to you today about being a passionate MC and what it takes to be a truly passionate MC. And I'm going to give you 5 tips today on how to be the best MC ever. I mean, I want you to be the most exciting, passionate person up on stage every time you get to step up to the microphone. Now, this doesn't just go for professional MCs who are in the DJ business that do weddings and bar mitzvahs and fundraisers and the like. I'm really talking to people who have the responsibility to be an MC for, let's say, a fundraiser. It could be for a hospital. It could be for the Cancer Foundation. It could be just for your local community where you have to raise money. And being the MC, everybody looks to you to say, okay, what's next? What's my timing? What do I need to do next? You are the conductor, as I would say, of the orchestra. You are the person who is driving the train. You're driving the car, whatever analogy you like to use. But you are the go-to person to make sure that that entire event flows flawlessly, seamlessly, and on time. So here are the 5 tips on being a very passionate MC. One is you have to have confidence. And confidence comes from really believing in yourself. You know, I learned confidence many, many years ago, but as I got older and as I gained more experience as an MC, I realized my confidence changed over years. Like, my confidence was really found in my energy level years ago, and as I got older, my confidence really came from believing who I was. Confidence comes from belief. You have to believe that you can do it because you know you can do it. You have to believe that you are. And when you step up to the microphone and you announce, either announcing the CEO of a company or vice president of that corporation, or you're inviting the head of the Kiwanis Club or the Rotators or your local Chamber of Commerce, you have to do it with such confidence, knowing that you got this, as my business coach, Vicky Fitch, would say. And Vicky Fitch is in the house. Make sure you follow Vicky Fitch. She's at vickyfitch.com. She's an amazing business coach, so make sure you track her down. So confidence is number 1. And number 2 is prepare. You always want to prepare. Now, sometimes your MC event could be a wedding. So for you DJs and MCs out there that are in the wedding business or in the bar mitzvah business, your preparation is pretty simple. You're either going to announce the bride and groom, announce the bridal party, announce the toast, announce the cake cutting, do the motzi over the challah. You probably have 6 or 8 or 10 different things that you know you could just repeat on your own. But here's what's different. Here's what's different. When you MC, when you make announcements, you have to be able to really connect with your audience. And when you read your script, make sure you practice it, drill and rehearse. Practice, drill, rehearse. Practice it, by standing in front of a mirror, or you can practice it by recording it on your phone, and then you do it again. I think you should do it at least 10 times to know that you got it down. But using your confidence, being ready, being present, knowing that you've already practiced, you'll be able to deliver that, either that introduction or that speech, much smoother, and you'll be able to wow people much quicker. So number 1 is confidence. Number 2 is to prepare. Number 3 is deliver with authenticity. How many times have you had the opportunity to get up and MC an event? An MC could just be announcing people. And let me give you a great example. So a few years ago, I had the very humbling opportunity to be able to introduce some members of the New York Yankees. And I had to introduce Joe Girardi, who was the manager of the Yankees, the number 1 closer, Mariano Rivera, Hall of Famer, David Cohn, and also Paul O'Neill. So these are the 4 main Yankee players I had to introduce. Now, the thing that I did was we put together a script and we put together their bio. But the one thing I wanted to do is I wanted to deliver it with my personal energy. And the way to do that is I wanted to be like I was in the chair with them, sitting with them and talking to them, because I had this script to read, but I wanted to be able to deliver on the script with my own personal authenticity. And I added a few lines to the script, like with Joe Girardi. You know, he was a former catcher. I had the fortunate opportunity to meet him in 1997. I met him at the top of the World Trade Center at a birthday party. And I've been friends of his through other friends for many, many years. And when I sat down and I thought about the speech, here's the one thing I did. So here's what it is, guys, is that I asked Joe, can I add a few more things to the introduction of your bio to give it more of a personal touch? He goes, Anthony, do what you like, whatever you like. So when I introduced him, I added a line by saying, someone who I personally know for 20 years, one of the most loyal, dedicated managers, and one of the nicest people I've ever met on the planet. Let's have a round of applause for Joe Girardi. Now that wasn't written in the script, but that was something I wanted to show, not that I was buddy-buddy with a manager of the Yankees and a celebrity, but to show that I really cared about him as a person, and I had the fortunate and humbling opportunity to work with him. And I did that with Mariano Rivera and David Cohn and Paul O'Neill. So I was very fortunate to be able to do that with all 4 members of the Yankees. So whether you're introducing a bride and groom, a mitzvah family, or you're introducing the CEO of a corporation, or you're introducing a major celebrity, do it with such authenticity. Don't just read off the script. Deliver it with your personality. So that's number 3. Number 4 is dress to impress. You know, they say perception is reality, and it doesn't matter if you're a baby boomer, a Gen Xer, or a millennial. The fact is, people will judge you based on how you present yourself. So if you're showing up at a major corporate event and you decide to wear a shirt that's not tucked in, and your pants are wrinkled and your shirt's wrinkled and you didn't really shower and your breath kind of stinks, the likelihood of you being rehired by that major corporation is going to shrink significantly, and you might not get called back again. Now, let me say this just to be clear with you. I'm not judging people. What I am saying is dress to impress, dress the part. If you're showing up at a social media gathering where fashion is everywhere from super casual to super corporate, you'll have to judge for yourself on what you think dress to impress is. You know, I watch a friend of mine, I call him a friend, I hope he calls me a friend too, is Brian Fanzo. I mean, Brian's all about wearing, you know, these funny design shirts, jeans and sneakers, and he wears a baseball cap. Now that's his dress to impress because the audience that he addresses resonates with that, and he does so super well with it. Another speaker like Darren Hardy always shows up in a suit and a tie, and that resonates with his audience. So he's dressing to impressing the audience that he's a part of. And then you have those that are in the middle. People like Simon Sinek. Sometimes he'll show up with a collared shirt. Sometimes he'll show up with a golf shirt. Gary Vaynerchuk, you know, shows up whatever he likes to show up, but he resonates with his audience. My point here, guys, dress to impress means you want to put your best foot forward, because the second you put your foot on the stage, the second the microphone gets turned on, the second the first words come out of your mouth, people are going to be looking at the way you are dressed. And that's so important. So dress to impress. And then the last one is take it slow. Now, I'm a fast talker because I'm a very exciting person and I'm passionate. I'm always speaking a lot. But here's one thing I would say to you. If you have a 20-minute keynote or a 15-minute speech or a 5-minute introduction, take it slow so you can emphasize what you really want to say. Because the power of your words really come from at the speed you say it and at the tone you say it, and also when you say it. For example, if you're introducing a major CEO, a CEO of a major corporation, and his name is Joe Smith, hey, round of applause, CEO Joe Smith. People are like, what did he say? Or I could say, and our CEO, Joe Smith. Now, I gave you two extreme examples. So here's one way you might want to do it, taking into account your tone and your speed and how you say it. I have the honor and the privilege to introduce to you your CEO. Let's give it up for Joe Smith. Now, what I did is I ad-libbed a little because I felt in the moment that the energy was right to ad-lib it, to add that little bit, that authenticity, but also that energy and that directness that defines you. When you get on the microphone, you are defining you. People are looking at you, how you say, when you say, and how you present yourself. Okay? So those are my 5 tips. I hope they were helpful. I would like you to come back and go and look at the replay so you can go through the 5 tips. I'm not going to go through them here because I was a little bit longer on my stream, but I want to give you those 5 tips and look at them when you go back to the replay. Take your notes, write them down, and really think about it. The next time you're stepping up to the microphone, and I'm saying this to my DJ friends who own DJ companies, here's something I want you to consider. A lot of DJs that I see, a lot of MCs, seem to be copying other MCs and DJs because they want to be like them. Let me give you my humble experience and my advice, guys, is that don't try to be like the next MC. Don't be like the next DJ because they are the way they are because of who they are. You need to be who you are because of who you are. You have a gift. You have something very special in you. As Les Brown says, you have greatness within you. So try to be you. Look at what other successful MCs do. You know, why don't you look at some of the things that I've done? I hope I can help you. You can check me out at anthonyace.com. I'm also at anthonyjconklin.com. And you can see some of the things that I've done. Also, take a look at my live streams. And hopefully you'll get some value out of it. Actually, I know you're going to get value out of it. And I'd love to be able to come talk to your organization. Again, I am a motivational transformational speaker. I am a keynote. I will be speaking at Mobile Beat Magazine's 2017 conference next March. We're still working out the details of which day I'm speaking, but I am doing 2 speeches. I'm doing a 20-minute speech, and I'm also doing a 45-minute breakout session on how to be a great MC, how to build your business, and we're also going to talk a little bit about social media. So I'm looking forward to having all you DJs and MCs and business owners show up in Vegas next March. If not, you can watch some of the replays right here on Facebook. Well, guys, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed my live stream. Again, my name is Anthony Conklin. I'm a transformational, motivational keynote speaker, 25 years in corporate America, 27 years in the entertainment space. You can find me at anthonyjconklin.com. I'm at Anthony J. Conklin everywhere, Periscope, Blab, and Twitter. Reach out to me. I'd love to come speak to your audience. I'll bring along Vicky Fitch because she's pretty good too. She's actually pretty awesome. So we can come as a team. But anyway, guys, look in the mirror and always say these words before you wake up in the morning, before you go to bed at night. Look in the mirror and say, you have greatness within you because you have a gift. You have something special to give. Have yourself an amazing day. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time.